You ruin 2 days now.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do drugs and function.
Go to work.
Yeah.
Dude,
I used to do drugs at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about that. Half the people that are at work
All right.
are on drugs, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the chefs at a kitchen, bro.
Yeah.
If your order comes out quick, that's drugs.
That's drugs. Yeah.
People are like, oh man, this restaurant's great, dude.
No, he's amped the fuck up.
That's drugs.
He's on
bro.
meth.
Dude.
You know, when you travel for stand-up, don't you feel the same way that there's days when you travel that you can handle the plane schedule if you're jumping around like show to show to show? But then there's sometimes when city to city city, it just hits me way harder. I don't know why. There's some days when I'm like more exhausted from the night after night after night, even if I haven't changed the schedule.
Yeah.
You know, even if my diet's the same or I'm not drinking as much.
Oh, yeah.
It'll still mess me up. Sometimes I'll wake up in a city and just go, God, I'm like tired and in pain. And I think when I first started going on the road, dude, when I was 22.
Invincible.
Please. I drove to Montana and back in a day. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's a 40-hour drive. And here
I drove back, did the stand-up, got back in my car and drove right back. Of course, it was like 2 or 3 days in my mind. It was like, just did it in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't matter. I didn't need to go to bed. I didn't need to eat.
Just to tell you other comedians stuff too, yeah, I featured out there in Helena.
They're like, damn, really?
Yeah.
You're like, yep.
Yeah, last night.
Big Sky, baby.
Yeah, last night.
Big Sky last night, yeah. It's like, well, you're back today? Drove to the night.
Yeah.
Couldn't stop, dude. No money for hotel. Had to keep going.
Caught a good downhill, closed my eyes for a minute.
Threw it in neutral.
Yeah.
Kicked my feet up and just fucking let it ride.
4,000 miles later. Bro, you would drive, bro. I remember times thinking, okay, instead of catching a flight for $217, I'm going to rent this car for $19.
Right.
And then I'm going to drive it 7 hours overnight to get to a cheaper airport where the flight will only be like $140.
That's right. Because we need to save that. Just the couple of bucks back then meant everything. You needed to save it because otherwise
your time had no value.
No, none, zero. Because time didn't exist back then. It was like what I didn't need to be back for anything.
Yeah.
It was like if I can waste an extra day getting what I need done to get to where I need to go, what's the difference? I saved the money. I didn't lose any money. Especially because you're nickel and diming your way through anything. You're not eating at nice places. You're just going by whatever you need, right? Yeah. Gas station food. I survived on gas station food for years.
Oh.
Like I just beef jerky and protein bars and stuff like Gatorades. That's what I would just eat from full meals. I didn't have a dinner till I was like 30.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have like a real sit down dinner till I was like late in my 20s. And then I started to eat, Yeah. But before that, you lived as cheaply and efficiently as you could. But now, now you can eat a good meal once in a while.
Yeah.
When you want. I mean, I know you're out every night. You're out every night. Nobu Malibu eating sushi. You got your own table. I know. They fish live for you. Don't lie. I know the Theo table. I've seen it. Straight to table.
I like the hook to be in there. Whoever gets the hook and their cut of fish has to buy the next meal.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thing. Fish out there, hook in, then you buy. Do you ever do credit card roulette? Have you ever done that with friends?
Now I'm kind of willing to do it, but for years I would see it go down. And I was like, I can't get in this.
I hated it. I used to have friends that did it all the time, and it drove me nuts.
You have rich friends?
Yeah, I had a lot of rich friends.
Wow.
I went to school with a lot of rich kids when I was in college. Yeah. A lot of kids.
Where'd you go to Drake? Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Harvard of the West.
Did you really?
I went to Arizona State University. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
A very high acclaimed university. Yeah.
Because I went to University of Arizona.
Yeah.
For one semester.
Tucson. Yeah.
It's
a real shithole.
Oh,
go ahead and say it.
It's a shithole. It's like what's the cousin who has the in Christmas Vacation who has the
Eddie? Yeah, that's Eddie. That's Eddie's campus. Yeah. Hey, Clark. Yeah, shitter's full. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what it is down there. ASU was great. But yeah, I went to school with guys that had money because they came from California.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys that can't get into Ivy Leagues and want to move away from where they are. Their parents will send them to ASU.
Well, because California has so many good schools. And if they don't want to go to a local school that isn't that good of a school, then they just go to Arizona. Yeah. Just because it's a nice getaway, but it's close enough, A
lot of pool parties, a lot of cocaine.
A lot of pool parties, a lot of cocaine.
Fuck.
A lot of girls that are 10s hooking up with sub 7s.
Ooh.
Like I'm a 6.5 and I could get 8s and 9s out there. Yeah, it's great.
You were over there eating cheek.
Yeah, I was having nice, dude. I was steak and lobster every night. Meanwhile, I'm Denny's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But
damn, who installed a Denny's in this freaking Morton's?
Is that a Norm's? What is that? Right? Like, look at what happened to Ellen. Ellen's getting murdered, bro. Because of Twitter. They're saying she might lose her show. You want to talk about someone that might lose their show, not Jimmy Kimmel. Ellen might get fucked.
But she's notoriously been a real piece of shit.
But that being said, being a piece of shit isn't illegal.
Isn't a crime. You're right.
It's not a crime. I don't agree with... but also, I don't even know what she did.
That's true.
Like, my whole thing is like, did she say... did she outright say, like, I don't hire fucking Asians or... derogatory comments out loud?
Yeah,
no,
gays, humpbacks.
Right. I don't hire gays. I don't hire one eyes.
She doesn't do that.
No. So
that's true. She has the diverse people on her show
every fucking day. Well, like,
and also there's a thing about look. at a certain level of power, at a certain level of prestige,
Right.
A lot of your character defects are going to be magnified so much.
Right.
Like, there's just no way to do it. Like, she's basically, it's almost like, I will say this, it's like a corporation. Like, people are always like, these big corporations, they're killing it, Kraft macaroni killed my son, even though your son never,
He never ate a vegetable his whole life.
Had nothing to do with it, he's an auto accident. But it's like people always want to blame big corporations because they get too big and they can't manage things at a comfortable level.
Right.
Ellen is a corporation. She is like a Trump Tower. Like, she's like a huge building.
She's a business.
It's not a person anymore.
Right.
So if the person on the first floor of the building is upset that they don't get treated a certain way,
right.
Some of that could be because there's 40 floors of business that have been operating. So that whatever trickle down kindness, it's just not there,
Well, it's also, didn't they say it was more her producers than her? Like, from what I read, it was like they said the executive producers were abusive in their approach or whatever, and it wasn't a lot of her. There wasn't a lot of quotes from her that I heard about her saying shit. Now, whether or not people say she was mean to them or disrespectful or whatever, that is what it is. But again, like we said, like, that's not against the law to be mean. It's not cool, but I don't understand why can't we just have a talk about it?
Right.
Do we want people to change and get better or no?
That's a great question.
Do we want people to change or we just want to burn them to the ground? Because I've yet to find a quote, if you can find it, where it's like direct from Ellen said, "Fuck black people," said Ellen. Like, I haven't seen that yet. I've just seen them say,
"Fuck dancers." Fuck.
See, look at it, said alleged racism and intimidation
that's
on
so
the
vague.
show. Yeah, that's super vague.
That's everybody.
Right.
Dude, half my friends are alleged racist, bro.
Former employees say Ellen's "Be Kind" talk show mantra is a toxic work culture.
Yeah, it's just.
That's vague statements. That's like anything else. You know who said? You know what somebody said? Like somebody had a great talk with me about Chris Hardwick's thing. When they said Hardwick, his ex said he was emotionally abusive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
who isn't? It's hard to be alive.
But emotional abuse, what is that? That's a really vague term.
Yeah, that's like a stepdad.
Yeah, yes. Like, also, my wife said this. What past relationship of yours, your ex, wasn't emotionally abusive, man or woman? You hated each other at the end. I bet you were fucking mean to each other when it was over.
What current relationship, there isn't some emotional abuse
of course, and manipulation because you guys are fighting over certain things, and everything is context, but we don't know what was going on inside of that world. I don't know what's going on inside of that fucking world because, like you said, it's a big building, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
And Ellen's in the penthouse.
The fire. I'm saying Ellen's a piece of shit.
I don't know any different.
Here's
you know what else? I don't watch the show, so it's another world that I'm not connected to that I don't really care about. So unless she outright said, Filipinos are the lowest rung of human on earth. If she said some shit like that, then I go, damn, Ellen, what the fuck?
That's edgy.
Yeah, but until then,
that's false too.
And that's very false because they're great. Mm-hmm. They're great. It's the Thai people that we don't like.
Oh,
everybody knows that.
Well, I don't want to say who it is, but this mix is the Chinese, they call them.
The Chinese, dude. Everybody. I mean, I work with a Korean, and I have
we have one in here sometimes on Tuesday.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Try to kill us all.
North. Huh? Who is it?
He's I don't know if he's north or south.
Is he north or south?
I don't know either.
No papers?
Yeah.
I work with a Korean every day. Me and Robert. And
did you ever watch that when it was on TV when we were kids?
But they hurt each other. That's why I love that.
Yeah.
See, I love the physical real pain. I love to watch someone get clipped or taken out. Yeah, that's why I love football. Same thing.
I'll tell you, one time I went to the USC stadium.
Yeah.
And it was Super Bowl day, and they had the women's tackle football going on down there, right? It was like halftime. I think they were doing something during that day. They were putting on a game. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty lame to say, I forego watching the Super Bowl. I guess it was two teams I didn't care about or something. And I went down there to watch that women's tackle football game.
Yeah.
And they lit each other.
I love it. You've seen lingerie football. You've seen that, right?
Maybe that's what it was. It was yes.
Like
okay, so that's what it was.
Oh my God.
It was hot with the pads on.
They beat the shit out of
some
each
of
other.
these chicks.
I know, dude. You should pull up that highlight reel of those girls. They clip each other. And there's also they're able to get away with more that the NFL doesn't let anymore. Yeah. Like horse collar. You can still horse collar in that.
There was a pigtail on the thing after it.
I mean, look at that. She's blatantly throwing her shoulder.
Yeah.
At her neck, like oof.
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Dang, that girl is and somebody
they just are straight fighting.
Some of these chicks they'll shoot up right into the middle of the tit.
I think fighting is all legal too. I think it's legit.
Oh. Damn.
It's an incredible game. This should be way more popular.
Bro, and I'm getting mildly erect, brother. I really am, which is good because I actually ended up masturbating yesterday. So to get an erection the day after a masturbation.
That's really good. You're able to fill up again?
Oh,
I can't get
bro,
a tank in that fast.
very rare. So I didn't know this was going to do it for me.
This is it. Now I know how to pique your interest.
Ooh. Now some of the ass cheeks get a little small the stronger the women get.
Well, yeah, you can't hold out all that weight. Some of the running backs.
Ooh, whoa. Oh yeah, fill her up, dude.
See, this is a way to handle daddy issues. Don't go stripping. Get out on the field and beat the shit out of another girl.
Now the problem I think is just the money.
They don't get paid enough. I'm sure they don't get paid shit.
Yeah.
Well, there's not enough money to be made. You know, like you got to have more fans. But that's the thing. Is like this should be a bigger sport. This should be a way bigger sport.
Dude, you know what I just realized? Sometimes I don't even really want to have sex. I just want to put my penis in there.
Just let it sit and soak.
No, just as long as you get it in, it's like it's.
Yeah, they call it soaking.
That's enough, really.
Yeah, really hardcore Mormons will call it's called soaking.
Wow.
They're allowed to put it in. They just can't make friction.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's hard though.
You gotta sneak it in there and let it sit
It's like
for a
playing
minute.
Operation kind of.
Yeah, don't touch the sides. You gotta let it soak for a while, dude.
That's scary, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta let it soak.
Well, because the thrusting is a lot of work, right?
Oh, it's all a lot of work, dude. Have you ever worked with Brendan Schaub? It's a lot
That's
of work.
a lot of
brother.
work.
It's
That's
an uphill like Atlas, that guy who pushes that ball up that hill. You ever seen that
Sisyphus.
guy from Greek mythology?
And it always keeps falling down on him. Yeah. And no matter how close you get to the top, it's always coming.
And that ball-
that's
why is that ball
Sisyphus.
always wearing a-
That's Sisyphus, right? Sisyphus never was able to get it up there.
Thick boy. Well, I was like, why does this ball have a thick boy bike club shirt on? Yeah.
Dude, he loves the biking, huh?
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
This motherfucker. I was like, is he sponsored by Bike? Is Bike sponsoring him? I feel like he got so into bikes overnight.
Oh.
He was like, bro, I'm fucking 25 miles today up this hill. I'm
Yeah.
like, good for you, dude.
Dude, yeah, I'm phony Hawk. That's it. Dude, he will. That's the thing about Brendan. People knock him. The one thing that he is that inspires me is that he is a hard worker.
Yes, he's committed.
Who else can go from one thing to the next?
Right, he jumps
and
all in.
Find their footing in it. Football, fighting, podcasting, comedy,
And biking.
and freaking
Biking. He
dude.
gets sponsored by Bike, the
Yeah.
company Bike, it's like Q-Tip.
Really?
All the bikes sponsored him.
Wow.
Any bike company he wants. Thick boy. His Instagram has become like an autistic kid's Instagram. He'll be like, big snake on road. Does that pictures of snakes?
Oh yeah.
Like-
oh yeah.
it's like, dude,
Here's a danger noodle. Yeah.
Yeah, he posts a snake like he hasn't seen. You've seen one every day. It's not a mystery anymore. Now it's a nuisance. To me, I'd go, God, these fucking snakes. He's like, whoa, here's another sandwinder. Whoa.
The best is so the other day he's like flags down. There's some lady biking. He flags her down to let her know there's a snake there, and she doesn't give a fuck.
He's like, whatever, loser. Just drives by. Is he into motorcycles? Does he do? Is he up there yet?
He is. It's on his calendar, but I don't know. I think it's 2022.
2022.
He's getting into those sit bikes, you know, with the big sides on them.
like that Mexicans have out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The beach cruisers. Yeah.
Oh no. I'm talking about the ones where the older people,
yeah.
and it has like the little case on the thing for a Gatorade.
Yeah. You have a little picnic basket in the side.
Yeah. Oh,
What's-
I got your sandwich in there, honey.
You want a bologna? I got you bologna. Bologna extra mayo.
He's gonna ask me why he said this about him.
I know, but it's all because he's addicted. When he gets involved in something, it becomes obsessive. He's obsessed with bike culture now. Now it's like, it's not like where you say if you were like, yeah, man, I just got into, jujitsu. Like if you just got into it, I'm sure you would like it and really get into it, but it wouldn't consume you. Like when Brendan gets into something, it's like all consuming.
Again.
Yeah, he's an athletic addict, right?
Yeah.
He's addicted to athletics.
Or he buy the chef's hat, and then he gets the spoon set.
Right. And then he gets the knives.
Yeah.
And he wants to make the knives.
Yeah. Then he gets the.
What does he say?
Is Brendan's son.
Who had the idea in Dave for you guys to have a bath scene and you wash his back?
There's a scene in the Dave show where I get in a tub with him and we're naked and I wash his back.
Were y'all really naked in the shoot?
Yeah, and you know what? That wasn't supposed to be on camera. That was a moment of Dave and I kind of having a bonding, and they put it on the show, and I don't know if I appreciated that. I think they kind of went above and beyond artistic integrity there, because we said we're kind of working the characters, we're trying to figure out what we need from each other in the scene. So it was a long day. It was the end of the day. I said, I'm going to take a bath in this house that we were shooting in. He said, I'd love to take a bath as well. There was only one bath. I said, we'll share a bath, but I want a closed set. And they put cameras in there.
Damn.
It's a little disturbing, but that's what the business does.
Yeah.
They're invasive.
Nothing like putting two men together and getting them naked.
Yeah.
In this town.
In this town, that's really what happens.
Yeah.
You know, and they filmed it, and it was my choice, and I don't enjoy that they filmed it and put it out there.
Dude, I'll tell you a story that happened to me. I just remember this. When I first got into town, some man set me up with a guy who was an agent, right? Some agent guy.
I know
He's
what
like,
this is.
He's like, I'll take you to this party or something. So he takes me to a party. Cuba Gooding Jr. is there. So I'm all excited.
He's always there.
Yeah. Then the guy's going to give me a ride, drop me back off at my place. I didn't even have a car yet, right? And I remember the guy saying, if you grab my dick while I drive, my car will go faster.
Did it?
I didn't touch him.
Oh,
But I remember
you
just,
didn't want to see if it could go fast?
but we've been doing a little bit of coke, and I
Right.
remember thinking, first I was like, that's insane. I don't, that sounds, it sounds fake.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a correlation between his penis and the.
I
and the
didn't
speed
even
of the car.
realize that the guy was trying to be perverted or homoerotic or anything. I didn't realize any of that. I just thought, oh, this guy,
He has a big car. He's a gearhead.
this guy's a real gearhead. Yeah. Yeah. But
This
dude, he
guy
said it
loves
twice,
cars.
and then I remember just having to stand up for myself,
Yeah, at some
saying
point.
I love women, dude. I still had a picture of my girlfriend in my wallet.
Showed him.
Look at Shannon.
He didn't want to see Shannon.
Huh? He didn't. It killed him, bro.
Yeah, he's like, you sure that's not Sean?
Yeah.
That's not a Sean?
But I forgot about that, man. It's that kind of time where they want you to be in a bathtub with a man.
Yeah, well, and that's exactly right. And when you do want to do it on your own volition and not have it filmed, they end up putting it on a television show.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I got proposed to by a proposition by a guy who was trying to be my manager.
Really?
Yeah, he said, I'll only take 8%, but you have to make up the 2% in other ways.
Ooh.
And I said, what other ways? He said, I want a kissy kiss every time you drop off money from a job. And I just was appalled by the idea to kiss him, dropping off a check, my money to him and kissing him.
Yeah.
But so after 2 or 3 years, I had to drop him. I just couldn't do that shit anymore.
Especially a kissy kiss.
A kissy kiss. Well, yeah, because that's one on the cheek and one on the lips. That's a kissy kiss.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The nerve of this guy,
That's sneaky. That's like when your grandmother's like in her last year of life, she fucking sneaks one in on you.
Kissy kiss.
Yeah.
Give me a little kissy kiss.
Let me get that double up. Yeah.
Come on, Nana, stop it.
Hit it on the lips. Hit me on the lips.
We smell like old artichokes.
Oh,
I'm done, Nana.
dude, yeah.
I'm done with it.
Why does every party